I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
The thing I'm most passionate about with my clients is that 95% of them that come to me, they've never been in trouble in their lives. They've got careers, promising futures, things that matter.
So thankfully, after it was all said and done, I had no DUI and I had no more stress facing me or my family.
When you're on the fence whether to hire a DUI attorney, I always say that you really cannot afford not to. My name is Harley Wagner. My law practice has been exclusively focused on driving under the influence cases throughout the state of West Virginia.
The following sports broadcast is a special presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school basketball. Today's high school basketball broadcast is being brought to you by
W. Harley Miller Systems, Smallwood and Small Insurance Agency, Powered Beck and Matzaref Law Offices, Senate Finance Chairman Jason Barrett, Hagerstown Ford, Fort Evans Archery, Rocks Local Markets, the Brown Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, personal injury attorneys, Cody's Auto Body, the Palace Lounge, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, the Berkeley County Health Department, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, Ameriprise Financial and the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, CMA Honda of Winchester, CMA Chevy and Toyota of Martinsburg, CMA Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg, Dignity Memorial Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery of Martinsburg, Flower Pools of Martinsburg, Hagerstown, and Chambersburg, Inferno Brewery and Andy's Pizza.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Welcome out to Hedgesville High School here on the W. Harley Miller Systems pregame show, brought to you by the W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater, networking, audio, video distribution, and more. Call 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you on the call. Ethan Elliott, Tyler Strine behind the cameras on the TV 10 side. Kyler High producing back at the studio. Colin, tonight we have the Hedgesville Eagles here against the Jefferson Cougars. Cougars coming into town. Both these teams on a multiple-game losing streak here. It's been a longer one for Jefferson, but Jefferson won the first matchup between these two teams. It was a close one. Hedgesville got out to a big lead. Jefferson ended up coming back and winning that one. But both these teams are trying to get off the schneid here, trying to get their first win in a while.
Yeah, it's been unusual seasons for these two proud programs, both with significant losing records, both with significant losing streaks right now. But for one of them, it's going to change here tonight and quite possibly be some momentum and much-needed momentum going into the postseason here in a few weeks, since, at least for Hedgesville, I believe they only have tomorrow, maybe one other game after that left on the schedule, and not sure off the top of my head what's left for Jefferson, if anything. So looking forward to this game, as you said. Close one last time, a comeback win for the Cougars. Very low scoring. These two teams struggle offensively and still rely heavily on their defense under head coach Kelly Church, of course, a long-tenured coach for Hedgesville, and on the other side, one of his proteges and Coach Kyle Van Meter.
Yeah, Coach Church talked about it in the pregame interview that you'll hear after this break that it comes up, that he looks at Kyle Van Meter as something of a little brother or a son, one way or the other, or maybe he was one and then he was the other. But if you're looking at Jefferson's schedule, by the way, Colin, they finish out this week going to University on Thursday, and then they will host Woodrow Wilson on Friday before Woodrow Wilson, a game that we will have, plays Martinsburg on Saturday afternoon. So, with that, let's take a 2-minute break, come back with those coaches' interviews I mentioned. We'll be back in 2 minutes. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Ice baths, polar plunges. What's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always,
that's Cody's with a T for trust.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Coaches' interviews on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 are brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons, we're here for Hedgesville hosting Jefferson, and I spoke with both head coaches of the Eagles and the Cougars before this one earlier today. We're here with Coach Van Meter, the Jefferson Cougars. Coach, tough losing streak that you guys are on. On the court, how do you feel like your team needs to improve to kind of get back in that win column?
I've talked to them a little bit yesterday, and it's kind of been our thing. We've had about a 3-minute stretch in the past couple of games that have really hurt us down the stretch. Washington in a 3-minute span went on a 15-0 run. So if we can cut back on that, I think it helps. The good thing is, we played a really tough schedule. You had Spring Mills, Hanley, and Washington in a 3-game stretch, and our kids competed for the most part. So cutting down those little mental lapses, I think, will be big for us.
How have you been trying to coach these guys through this losing streak from a mental perspective when it comes to making sure they stay in the right mindset?
I think it's just preparing them that, March is right around the corner, and that's when things happen. I made our schedule tough for this reason. We knew going into the season there could be possibilities of these streaks going on, that we need to be prepared in case we had to go travel to a Morgantown or a Wheeling Park, University, anything like that to play those games. And I think that's what we're getting to, and they're buying in and understanding that part of it.
And I'll ask you about Hedgesville here tonight. You guys have faced them once already this year, were able to take it, and tonight you come into their house, and what do you feel like you need to replicate from that first game, and what do you want to improve on?
We had a little lapse in the third quarter, and they got up 14 on us, and then, we turned it back on, kind of had some pressure defense. So, just pressuring the ball, finding McCabe Corbin. He's a really good shooter, really good player for them, and, boxing out and keeping their bigs off the glass. So I think that becomes the big thing, just controlling the glass and not letting their shooters get going.
All right, Coach, thanks for the time, and good luck tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Here with Coach Church of the Hedgesville Eagles. Coach, you've been on a tough losing streak last couple games. Both teams on a losing streak coming into the night, but you've mentioned before that you lost some of your size earlier in the season. How do you feel like your team has adapted through that, and what do you feel like you need to do to get back into the winning column tonight?
Listen, what a kind way to ask the question, man. You're a good guy. Look, man, we're trying to get better every day. We played last week, Tuesday we played at Musselman, and we didn't come out on the favorable end for us. It was one of our best games. We're up after one. We're down 2. Thought we should have been tied at halftime. Down by 4 or 6 going into the 4th, and then they started to pull away a little bit, and we don't have the horses where we can chase them and get after them. Like, we just don't have it. So, but we're really, really proud of our kids. As equally proud as we were. I mean, again, we're not a moral victory group, but as proud as we were on Tuesday, we were that absolute disappointed on Friday. Friday was abysmal. I mean, there's no other word for it. We didn't compete. We came out, and I mean this proverbially, nobody did anything wrong, but Musselman came out and was really, really physical, trying to send us a message based on, how we played on Tuesday at their place, and they basketball-wise punched us in the mouth, and our kids didn't handle it. We didn't respond. We didn't compete, and we were honest and open with them about it. Like, it's going to happen sometimes when you're a young group. Doesn't mean they're bad kids, but sometimes, if someone's going to push around a little bit, you got to be willing to step up and try to fight back. And if you're too little to fight, then maybe you don't win the fight. But I'd rather participate in the fight than just stand there and get beat. So we talk to our kids about making sure that we stay competitive, that we focus on what's right. I talk to the seniors about you can go back and look at whatever year you want to look at. This team isn't that team. So stop worrying about last year's team or man, we have this team. And I tell everybody all the time, as soon as it'll be less than a week after whoever wins the state championship this year, and I hope it's us, but I'm not naive. A week afterwards, they'll be talking about, okay, who do you think is going to be good next year? No one will remember anybody's record. We want to make sure our kids enjoy this and continue to work hard and get better.
For Jefferson tonight, they were able to win the first matchup against you guys. What did you feel like in that game specifically that you guys have honed in on to be able to improve tonight? And what do you need to do overall to be able to beat them? Yeah,
obviously, I'm, without becoming emotional, I don't look at Kyle Van Meter like he's a son, but he's, maybe he was at one point, and he's certainly a little brother, and I absolutely love him. And, we were winning most of that game. It was back and forth for a while, and we were up for a lot of that game. And in the middle of the 4th quarter, it was still a close game, and we didn't score, and it was still close. Like, we can't turn the ball over repeatedly when they press us, and we did at their place. So hopefully we gotten better at handling the press. I mean, it's not like everybody else hadn't pressed us, and we work on it every day and hopefully get better. And so like we do some different things that we tried to invent to help us with handling the press and the intensity of the press in this league. And look, man, no sour grapes at all. We have been the team that's handed out many, many lumps, and we're taking some. But the reality of it is, like, a lot of the time, we're starting 3 freshmen and a sophomore. It's a JV basketball team. There's kids that are older than that playing in this JV game. And so, like, we want to make sure that our young kids understand that their job is to compete as hard as they can from the start of the game until the end of the game. And if they do that and they try to do what we tell them to do the right way, then we're going to be extremely proud of them. That's where we're at. In terms of this game particularly, we have to do a better job of handling the press than we did against them last time. We thought we did a really good job at Martinsburg handling the press. So we've had some games where we did a good job at Washington handling the press. So but 3 freshmen and sophomore, man, sometimes, it might be because it's a Tuesday night with a quarter moon and who knows what kids are showing up. But it really has invigorated me in terms of, make sure you're doing this for the right reason, which is to try to teach as many life lessons as I can. And hopefully, whether we win or lose a game, have a positive impact on some kids' lives.
All right, Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck tonight.
Sure, absolutely. Thank you guys for all your coverage all year. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks to Coach Church and Coach Van Meter for the time. We'll throw it to a 2-minute break, come back with keys of the game and starting fives for both sides. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
After a car accident, call the local law firm that can give you the help you need right now.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti, the one with 115 years of combined experience fighting for West Virginia accident victims. Get more with Manchin Ferretti,
The one that takes on the big insurance companies.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti. We're Manchin Ferretti.
After a car accident, we'll fight for every dollar you deserve. And if there's no recovery, there's no fee. So call right now.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Keys of the game brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. You can buy your next vehicle online and they'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit them online at fordofhagerstown.com. Colin, tonight, it's Jefferson coming to Hedgesville. Keys of the game for both sides.
Turnovers, as you heard, for Hedgesville. You got to limit those turnovers, especially down the stretch. And for Jefferson, it's going to be using its size to their advantage. The big man for Hedgesville, Kai Rhodes, unfortunately out with a season-ending injury, so they're without him now as a result. And it's a young team that lacks experience. Yes, they still have some size down low, but you want both the size and the experience. So if Jefferson's able to get some points in the paint here tonight, they'll come out victorious.
The starting five for Hedgesville is being unveiled here, as you see on TV 10 under the lights. Starting fives for both sides, brought to you by the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21, Modern Realty Results. Looking for home in the tri-state area, call the Larry DeMarco team, 304-264-4222, or visit them online at modernrealtyresults.com. For Jefferson, it's going to be number 2, Lesliel Machado. It's going to be number 11, Caden Parrish. Number 13, Braden Swanson. Number 15, Titus Murray. And number 20, Garrett Dean. Hedgesville, their side, starting five is going to be McCabe Corbin, Jude Berman, Brennan Townshend, Aiden Beeson, and Carter Boyd. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Kyler High producing back at the studio. Ethan Elliott, Tyler Strine behind the cameras on TV 10 here tonight. And I probably got to correct myself. We're not on the radio tonight, so I won't try to say Talk Radio WRNR out of habit tonight. We're on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. The Mountaineers on radio tonight.
Yeah, I've already stopped watching that game, so that explains how it's going. Or how it was going whenever I was tuned in.
Well, here you go. We can focus on Hedgesville and Jefferson.
Absolutely.
Opening tip just about to come up. It's brought to you by your local full-service archery pro shop, Fort Evans Archery of Inwood. Call 304-229-7064. Visit them online at fortevans.com. We'll have opening tip right after this 2-minute break. This is West Virginia High School Boy Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all. And Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
Remember all the sports we played when we were kids?
Oh yeah, swimming, tennis, basketball,
Football, soccer, track. I loved winning.
I still do.
Our competitive spirit is still going strong.
But now we use it to win for our clients. If you've been hurt in almost heaven,
call the Sevens, 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
Both teams taking the floor. Opening tip, here it comes. Hedgesville versus Jefferson. It's out of bounds. Last touched by the Jefferson Cougars. So Hedgesville here tonight will start things out with the ball. Big time losing streak for both sides. 8 in a row for Jefferson, 3 in a row for Hedgesville. Jefferson got the first win in this one by 11. Low scoring, neither team hit 50 points. Hedgesville did get out to a 14-point lead in that one. Jefferson came back. Right now, here's McCabe Corbin driving. He's tied up and going to get called for a travel before a jump ball could be ruled.
Yeah, great defense, though, there to begin, as saw Garrett Dean able to apply the pressure.
Jefferson has it for their first offensive possession. Titus Murray has it at the top of the key. He's going to hand it off to Garrett Dean, who's going to pull up with a long three and knock it down. Quick start from outside for the Cougars.
Yeah, and that fires your team up. Gets you confidence early.
Carter Boyd handles it. I'll pass it over to Brennan Townsend. Now it's McCabe Corbin. Throwing it inside to Townsend. He throws one up and is fouled by Braden Swanson along the way.
Yeah, you could see Swanson was getting pretty physical down low there. As soon as Townsend got the ball, he was already kind of pushing him, trying to get positioning. Made it look like he was going straight up, but a lot of contact there with the body.
Townsend makes the first free throw. Hedgesville, young starting lineup. 3 freshmen and a sophomore, as Coach Church pointed out in the pregame interview, as Townsend makes both. Jefferson, more experience, brings it up. Leslie Machado gets it in the left block. Works it, kicks it out to Parrish. Now Jefferson will set up with Dean at the top of the key. Back to Machado. Look at the Swanson on the wing. Off-ball action for the Cougars. Get it to Parrish. Parrish thought about driving to his left, didn't have the room. Kicks it. Dean on the baseline, mid-range, going to get called for a walk.
Yep, good defense there by Hedgesville. Dean had already kind of made his move to go left, but saw the hands in his face, so at the last second he wanted to adjust and go right, but took that extra step.
Throws it inside to Boyd, but it's hit out of bounds off of the Cougars.
Yeah, Boyd's got the size for that to work, but that pass needs to be higher. You had to switch.
Get the Beeson outside. Working around to Townsend. Working it back to Boyd on the right side. 5 out for Hedgesville. He tries to step through, and he does the same sort of move that Jefferson got called for in the last possession. It's a travel again.
Yeah, clearly the official's going to call that very tight here tonight.
First quarter brought to you in part by Smallwood Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution located at 1250 Edwin Miller Boulevard, Suite 301 in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-3361. Titus Murray tries to drive the right baseline. He'll back it out. Give it to Machado. Now it's Swanson on the left wing. Murray comes down off the screen. Gives it up. Machado looking to drive into bodies, and they'll say it was a foul on the floor.
Hedgesville right now really keeping that zone in sight. Even though we saw the 1-3 already, those corners are open right now for Jefferson. If they can get the ball there, we'll see if they take those shots or not.
Inbound to Parrish. Machado runs the point. Throw it over to Murray. McCabe Corbin with the steal against Garrett Dean. He's got a layup all the way for 2. Hedgesville takes the 4-3 lead.
And Corbin read that the entire way. That's exactly what he was looking for to get the fast break and the easy 2 for him.
Machado drives, kicks it into the Hedgesville bench for a turnover.
And that's just unfortunate for Jefferson. A bad move there by Machado to throw that one away. Had nobody open. Tried to just force the pass.
Boyd has it up top. He'll give it to McCabe Corbin. Guarded by Machado. Throw it over. Three-pointer. Townsend is good. He had the space, and he knocked it down. Eagles lead 7-3.
Great response here from Hedgesville after the initial 3 for Jefferson. The Eagles, the ones right now settling in early.
Eagles offense only mustered in the mid-30s their first time around against Jefferson. Here tonight, off to a faster start. Dean hands it back to Titus Murray. Gives him a screen. Kick over to Swanson on the right wing. Bodies are there. Jefferson has to work it back around. Swanson has it top of the key. He's going to shoot a 3 over Boyd and hit it. 2 threes from Jefferson. Keeps it close right now, 7-6. Boyd's going to toss it to the left wing for Townsend. Corbin can't get open off the screen. Now he does. Right wing. Long 3. Fouled on the closeout.
Yeah, Titus Murray, one called with that foul, as you saw in the follow through there. He made contact with Corbin, the shooter, and that's just undisciplined defense. You can't do that. Period. End of story. You got to let them land. So we'll see now if he's able to make those shots, and he is able to make the first.
Makes it 8-6. 3 points for Corbin. He'll hit the second one. Puts Hedgesville back up by 3. Third quarter brought to you also by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. You can buy your next vehicle online. They'll deliver it to you, and if you don't like it, they'll take it back. You can visit them online at FordofHagerstown.com. All 3 free throws are good. From Corbin, it makes it 10-6 Hedgesville. Parrish trying to make a move, gives it up to Swanson, who's going to drive, uses length. No call. Air ball goes the way of Hedgesville. 3 from Beeson, and he knocks it down.
Great transition there from Hedgesville. Playing with a lot of confidence right now are the Eagles, trying to make a statement here in this first quarter.
This and one of those freshmen that start with Boyd and McCabe Corbin. They're looking good here early on. Swanson tries to drive against Boyd, has to give it up. Machado trying to find room to operate through the zone. Swanson comes up top. He's going to try to drive against Boyd. He gives it up to Parrish. No room to drive for the Cougars. Machado, long three. Too strong. Parrish got the board, though. Kicked it back out. Swanson has it now. He's going to go for another long three, and that one's short. Hedgesville gets the board. 2 minutes to go here in the first. Berman guarded closely, too closely, a foul call.
Unfortunately for Jefferson, you kind of got to keep taking those shots. You're obviously hoping you want them to fall, and you've had 2 fall, but that's the only way you're going to get that zone defense to come out, is if you keep taking those shots, they're going to pressure it. Yes, Hedgesville probably wants Jefferson taking those shots. Jefferson not as good with the 3 this year as we've seen in other years, but they still can make some, as we know here. But that's the only way you're going to get that zone to come out, so that way you're able to get those points in the paint, is if you just keep that confidence up, get those open looks.
Abe Majors got the ball. He's in for Hedgesville. A couple substitutions on the Jefferson side as Townsend drives, tries to make a bounce pass. It's stolen by Les Machado. He's going to bring it on the break. Drives, pulls up mid-range, gets the friendly roll. Cougars cut the deficit to 5. Here comes a trap from Machado and Velasquez, who checked in recently. Looks like we're going to get a foul against Machado.
Say Machado reached in there. I mean, you could see that he got the ball, but must have made some contact here. Yeah, watching our YouTube stream, did make some contact with the forearm, result in the foul.
Camden Boone and Logan Stevens are the other 2 off the bench for Jefferson right now. 13-8, about 80 seconds left to go until the second quarter. Major can't hold on to the ball. It goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Boone right behind him, maybe got a little push away, but no call. Still got to catch those, though.
Here's Boone. He's going to take a long 3. Left wing, he's got it.
We know he's able to knock those shots down. He's got a lot of confidence, not afraid to take those threes. We saw that against Martinsburg.
Hedgesville, pressure getting to them. Boyd picks up their dribble. And now it's Berman on left wing, giving it up, swinging it around to the right. Major holds it. McCabe Corbin now rejects the screen. Kick over to his left. Berman doesn't have the look. Now back to Corbin. He's going to drive. Floater in the mid-range from around the left elbow. McCabe Corbin's got 7 of the Hedgesville 15, and they lead by 4. Yep, 20 seconds left. Hedgesville on defense awaits the final shot.
They're going to hold on. We'll see when they decide to go.
Stevens comes up for the screen. With the Boone. Long three-pointer. Too much. 4 seconds still on the clock as Hedgesville gets the board, and fouled is McCabe Corbin. And that's the 5th foul of the quarter.
Yep. Great IQ there by McCabe Corbin. Recognizing that there were 4 fouls, so he was able to kind of push there at the end and initiate contacts, draw the foul. Get a few extra points here if he can make these for Hedgesville.
Only 1 foul in the quarter against Hedgesville. Corbin makes the first. And Corbin will have double digits in this quarter if he... Well, I shouldn't say that. Let me do my math. He's got 9 after making that one. He only had 2 free throws. He does make both. The Hedgesville leads 17-11. Jefferson will have 3 seconds to shoot. It's Boone getting the inbound, 2 dribbles, pulls up from about half court, short. So we'll go to the second quarter. Hedgesville here at home leading 17-11. Take a minute break, come back with the second quarter. As West Virginia High School boys basketball on TV 10.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality.
Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
You have choices when it comes to appliance repair, but before you call a large corporate chain, consider what BW Appliance brings to the table. BW Appliance Repair offers fast in-home appliance repair services to the Eastern Panhandle of West Virginia, including Jefferson County and Berkeley County. We strive for professionalism, dedication, and honesty. Call us today at 304-279-8858 to schedule immediate service. You can also visit us online at bwappliance.repair.
Eagles lead the Cougars here in EPAC action on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you on the call. Tyler Strine and Ethan Elliott behind the cameras, and Kyler High producing back at the studio. 6-point lead for Hedgesville going into quarter number 2.
Yeah, good start. Both sides making their threes just right now. Hedgesville able to make a few more and also able to get to the free throw line. As you said, foul differential there was 5-1 in that first quarter.
3 threes from Jefferson is most of their offense. Can Boone add another one? Yes, he can.
You got to cover Boone, period, end of story. You can't give him any space.
Full court pressure. Hedgesville breaks it, layup at the rim. And it's Brennan Townsend putting in the 2, putting Hedgesville back up by 5.
That was too easy for Hedgesville.
Murray has it on the other end. On the right side, off-ball action. There's Keon Yates. Throwing it back over to Stevens. Stevens dribbles into the paint around the free throw line. I think he thought about giving it up, but then thought differently, and Hedgesville ties him up.
Waited too long. Started pivoting around too much. Allow Hedgesville to reach in and get that ball.
Hedgesville will inbound. Full court trap from Jefferson. The pass is picked off by Caden Parrish. He's going to drive, kick it, pull up 3 from Boone. It's a dead spot in the rim, but Murray's there for the board, puts up a shot, and is fouled as he tries to do so. I'm going to say that's on McCabe Corbin. That's his first.
Yeah. An unusual missed 3 there by Boone, but still might get some points here this possession.
Murray's first free throw, too strong.
Got to make those.
Second quarter brought to you in part by Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, Robert Fields & Sons, a family-owned full-service funeral home proudly serving the area since 1880. Jefferson's second free throw is good. And Jefferson deflects the ball out of bounds in the backcourt.
Jefferson's 5 out there right now, really dialing up that pressure here with the full court press. And as we heard from Coach Church in the pregame interview, that's kind of what gave them fits late in that last game against Jefferson over a month ago, which allowed Jefferson to come back and get that win in the fourth.
We didn't see a ton of it in the first quarter, but they opened up with it in the second. Corbin's going to drive. Pulls up in the mid-range, and he gets it to fall. Hedgesville back up by 6, 11 points for McCabe Corbin. Parrish uses this Murray screen. Kick out to Stevens. He doesn't look for the shot, gives it to Yates. Yates almost loses it. He's guarded by Corbin. and he'll give it up. 6:20 left in the quarter. Boone, another long three. Hits off the right side of the rim. Boyd can't save it from going out of bounds. That last bounce to get his dribble contained hit the baseline.
I don't know what happened there for him. Nobody was pressuring him. He was the only guy there going for the ball, just unable to get it.
Toss it in to Keon Yates. Stevens has it in the middle. He's going to turn around, fade away, can't hit. Hedgesville making it tough on Jefferson to get quality looks. Corbin matched up with Boone. He's going to give it up. Beeson for three. Rattles out. Murray brings it up quick. Stevens, pull up left wing three, too strong.
That time it felt a bit forced on that three.
Beeson has it. He's going to break it out. Swing it across. Left wing, it's Corbin again. He's matched up with Murray. Doing a little dancing. Kicks it to the corner. Three-pointer, no good from Berman.
Both sides of the poles got some lids on them right now. Team's going cold.
Boone loses the handle. Carter Boyd takes it away. Numbers for Hedgesville. Boyd to Townsend for two. Timeout Jefferson. It's 23-15 Hedgesville. We'll take a 30-second break. Come back with more West Virginia High School boys basketball on TV 10.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality.
Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Timeouts on TV 10 are brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Family-owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced and certified technicians. Call them at 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. Jefferson needed that timeout as they go down by 8 here at Hedgesville. 23-15. Colin Jefferson's throwing up a lot of three-pointers. They were making some of them in the first quarter. Not quite as hot here to start quarter number two.
Yeah, you said they made three in that first quarter. I don't think they've made one here in this second quarter. They've gone ice cold, and Hedgesville taking advantage of it. You could see there here at this timeout in the huddle for Hedgesville. It was Coach Rue West doing all the talking with the team. Coach Church decided to do all the talking with the officials. So we see that from time to time. He knows his limits, and you can still see him talking with the officials right now about something he sees out there that he believes either isn't being called or maybe he's being overcalled. I don't know.
Three from Yates. It's short. Rebound. Can't be corralled by Hedgesville. Jefferson has made 1 3 in this quarter. It was an early one from Camden Boone, but they only have 1 point in the quarter otherwise. And I don't believe they've made a 2-point field goal. I believe that was Lesdiel Machado, 2 free throws, and Titus Murray 1 free throw to go along with 3-pointers for Jefferson. And Boone has it. Going to drive. Kick to Machado. 3-pointer. Rattles out. Went about halfway down.
I mean, they're open looks.
They are.
You can't be mad at that shot by Machado. Just not going in.
Boone gets a hand on it, tips it. Corbin tips it back, though. Hedgesville was going to retain the possession. They still will, but Sean Velasquez is called for the loose ball foul.
Great job there by Corbin, even after the turnover, to still immediately get into defense and just jump up and deflect that pass. Otherwise, that would have been the easiest 2 points of the night for Jefferson.
Boyd up top is going to swing it over to Townsend. Now it's Boyd inside. He's fouled by Boone as he puts up the shot.
Smart foul there by Boone. He got beat. He had 1 to give. You got to play with 5, so you're going to play with 5. You're just hoping now that It's effective. Misses a free throw or two.
Second foul of the quarter on Jefferson. Boyd gets into the points column, which not many Hedgesville players have done so far. It's been the Corbin and Townsend show, combining for 20 points already as Boyd hits the second free throw. Corbin's got 11 and Townsend's got 9. The 2 free throws make it 25-15. Machado can't get it inside. They'll swing it. Boone around the free throw line will give it up. Velasquez over to Murray. Swing it to Machado. Rejects the screen. Gets inside. He's going to kick it out. Swanson wanted the 3, but it was too far away. Now he's driving against Boyd. Can't hit the layup. Jefferson's got nothing at the rim so far. Here
Boyd
come the
doesn't
Eagles.
bobble that pass. I think he takes that 3.
Here's a drive from Townsend, up and under layup, out of control, no good. Murray's got the board, and Jefferson on the break. He tries to drive through. Called for the charge. Machado using his elbows a little bit. The Eagles lean into the contact.
That needed to be a drive and kick. He took it, but he had Velasquez wide open here in this left corner.
It didn't really have the numbers. They had 4 Hedgesville players get back very quickly on defense. I don't think Machado could quite tell.
Looks like an issue here with Boyd having to get his shoe back on.
Looks like it's about all figured out now. Yep. Berman's going to step back onto the baseline and inbound it. Boyd throws it across court. Bisson, give it up. Lost it almost, out of bounds. Berman has to fight to get it across the timeline.
That was close to 10 seconds.
Boyd, guarded by Velasquez, tosses it out. Townsend thought about the 3. And now Corbin's got it. 2-man game with Boyd. Corbin drives, kicks it out. Corner 3, no good. Velasquez with the board for the Cougars. He looks to Coach Van Meter for the play. And here's another pick for Corbin. This could be his second fast break of the game, and it is. 12-point lead for the Eagles, their largest tonight.
I mean, you just can't send a pass from wing to wing.
They're back down by 10. Boyd is going to try to make a spin move through the paint. Took too many steps and travels.
Here, Jefferson, you want to get this down to a 2-possession game heading into halftime. Cut this 10-point lead pretty much in half, if you can.
(27-17) Eagles lead. Murray works against Major. Kick it out to Boone. Another 3, and he hits. 3 from behind the arc for Camden Boone to give him 9 points. 27-20. Hedgesville gets through the break. Townsend tries to make the pass. Bounces off some legs, including his own, and out of bounds. .125 until the half. Garrett Dean uses a screen, swings it to Boone. Can he stay hot? Not this time. Murray will get called for the loose ball foul. Fourth foul of the quarter on Jefferson, so anything else in this 74 seconds before halftime will result in Hedgesville free throws.
Still for Hedgesville, only 1, which means 2 total this half.
Eagles break the press again. Get through. Berman is going to pull up quickly from 3. Doesn't hit it. Exactly a minute to go. Jefferson pushes it. Here's a 3 from Troxel. It's short. Hedgesville gets the ball back. Corbin against Boone. He's going to try to drive by him. Puts one up off the glass and in. The freshman's got 15 in the first half. Hedgesville leads by 9. Jefferson's got 33 seconds to work with if they need it. Troxel through the lane, stripped away by Boyd. He has to back it out. See the frustration on his face. Swanson has it, 21 seconds left. Troxel again. He'll try to drive into Boyd. Called for the charge.
Fires up the Hedgesville fans here in attendance.
Hedgesville has truly given up nothing at the rim here in this first half. 15 seconds left. Boyd picks up his dribble right before the timeline. Gives it up to Berman. 8 seconds left. They can hold for the last shot. Major swings it over to Boyd. 4 seconds to shoot. They'll get it out. Ball tipped and will just go out of bounds as the buzzer sounds. Good defensive first half for Hedgesville. They lead 29-20. Take a 2-minute break, come back with halftime. Here as we continue our coverage of West Virginia High School boys basketball on TV 10.
Is now serving breakfast all day.
Ice baths, polar plunges, what's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always, that's Cody's with a T for trust.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality.
Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Welcome into the halftime show here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, brought to you by the Mancha-Ferretti Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Hedgesville at the half leads Jefferson 29-20. And if Jefferson had not knocked down a good handful of three-pointers, we could see this be even more wide of a margin than we see so far. Colin, Camden Boone with 9 points, hitting 3 of those has really been part of what's kept them in this.
Yeah, if I'm Coach Van Meter in the locker room right now for Jefferson, I'm looking at my team, and yes, I said earlier that you wanted them taking those threes because you needed to get that zone defense out onto the perimeter from Hedgesville, but I'm still saying now, if your last name isn't Boone, quit taking threes, because pretty much everybody else, it feels like they're forcing up those three-pointers, and unfortunately for them, they're ice cold.
That's a good way to put it, Colin. I'll take a 2-minute break, come back with some leading scorers from the first half. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR, TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
First half stats brought to you by the Mary's Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Call them today at 304-263-4343. Or stop by and schedule an appointment at 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. For Jefferson, easy leading scorer at the half is Camden Boone with 9 points, and that's 3 each from Garrett Dean, Titus Murray, Braden Swanson, 2 added in from Leslie L. Machado. On the Hedgesville side, 15 at the half from McCabe Corbin, 9 more from Brennan Townsend, and 5 more from the rest of the team. 3 from Aiden Beeson and 2 from Carter Boyd. With that, we can take one last break and come back just about ready for the start of the second half. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Did you know a fully loaded truck weighs 80,000 pounds?
I do know that they can cause a lot of damage in a wreck.
Over 40,000 people die every year in crashes.
And distracted driving is getting even worse.
I wish we had better ways to prevent distracted driving.
Me too. But one thing we can do is help people who've been injured in car and truck accidents.
Hurting almost heaven? Dial the 7s. 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Welcome back here on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you on TV 10. Ethan Elliott, Tyler Strine behind the cameras. Kyler High back in the studio producing here tonight. Hedgesville jogs out of the locker room just now. About a minute left in the warm-up clock before both teams take the floor for the third quarter. Colin, Hedgesville did not give up a bucket at the rim. No points in the paint for Jefferson in that first half. It was a lot of zone, but in general, Hedgesville kept pretty much 5 guys touching the paint at all times almost, and Jefferson couldn't find a lane to drive.
And as I said, Jefferson, they have the size, they have the strength, they need to get those points in the paint if they want to win. And with 0, they're down by 9.
Those 3-point looks that Jefferson is forced into, a lot of them have been good. Camden Boone has knocked down 3 of them. He's had some open looks. A couple open looks haven't gone down. You got some contested ones in there as well. See what Coach Kyle Van Meter can draw up to see if his team can get some points in the paint here in the third and fourth quarters. The Cougars will start the half with the ball. Keon Yates is going to start the third quarter for Jefferson. That looks like the only change from the starting 5s. Looks like he's out there instead of Garrett Dean from our starters. Jefferson gets it quickly to Camden Boone in the left corner. He can't get the bounce to get his 4th triple of the night. That's going to lead Berman to draw the ball and then throw it over to Townsend, and then you get a kicked ball called on Jefferson. Hedgesville works again. Townsend, one of the 3 seniors for Hedgesville, has it, gives it up to Berman, who threw it in, and they couldn't be handled by Townsend, so the ball goes out of bounds.
It looked like Parrish, I think, might have had a little bit of pressure there defensively to get that through the hands of Townsend.
Lesdiel Machado brings it up for the Cougars. Yates is going to give it up to Murray. Here's Boone having it. Uses a screen. Nothing open. Swings it. Murray, left wing 3 is good. Titus Murray has 6 points tonight, and that's the difference right now. Hedgesville by 6.
Finally got a 3 to fall for somebody other than Boone.
It's been a minute. Corbin cuts inside, pulls up quickly, and the ball gets stuck in the dead spot between the rim and the backboard. So that's a jump ball, which actually keeps possession with Hedgesville. So if you're going to miss the shot, do it like that, I guess.
Only when you have the possession arrow, though.
Yeah.
Open in the corner.
Berman inbounds it, gives up to Bisson, and then on the floor as it's given up to Boyd. And it looks like Coach Church, yes, he did get a timeout in. Let's take a 30-second break. Come back with more West Virginia High School boys basketball on TV 10.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel is helping create extraordinary futures.
So we've seen improvements in our boys on the, as I said, arithmetic, reading and writing.
I worked in the county, I worked in public school, and that's what I knew. And I knew I wanted to be able to give her more. So I would recommend this to anyone.
You know, our daughter has thrived here. The family-like environment is exactly what she needed.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel in Martinsburg, equipping children to lead lives of significant impact.
304-264-8870 to speak with an attorney today, or visit them online at lawpbm.com. Eagles secured the possession with the timeout before the break. Now they'll try to get the offense going for their first points of the half. Corbin has to give it up. Boyd, 3 in the corner. Can't hit it. Machado with the ball. Jefferson swings it around the outside. Nothing doing in the paint. Here's Parrish trying to drive in. Over a couple of bodies. Can't hit, but the putback is good from Camden Boone.
There you go. Points in the paint.
The offensive board and tossed too far by Bisson and out of bounds.
Yep, and immediately a substitution comes in here.
Hayden Major checks in for him. That's a freshman for a senior substitution. So
yep.
we do get some
short
more.
lease for a pass like that.
Yep, get some more experience out there for the Eagles. It's 29-25, so Jefferson very much still in this. Yates cuts through the middle. He gives it up to Keem Drake. Didn't see him in the first half. He makes a nice pass to a cutting Caden Parrish for 2.
Again, points in the paint. That lane wide open.
And we get a tip and a steal by Boone. He's going to blow the layup. He rushed that one, gives it up to Yates, whose floater's no good. Drake with the board. That doesn't go either. And as soon as Carter Boyd for Hedgesville secures the board, Coach Church wants a timeout. At 29-27, he takes a full one. So we'll take 30 seconds with him. West Virginia High School boys basketball on TV 10 and WRNR TV.
Did you know a fully loaded truck weighs 80,000 pounds?
I do know that they can cause a lot of damage in a wreck.
Over 40,000 people die every year in crashes.
And distracted driving is getting even worse.
I wish we had better ways to prevent distracted driving.
Me too. But one thing we can do is help people who've been injured in car and truck accidents.
Hurting almost heaven? Dial the 7s. 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
It's a 7-0 run from Jefferson to open up the third quarter here on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Colin, in the last matchup, both coaches mentioned that Hedgesville was up 14 in the second half of that game. Hedgesville led by 12 in the second quarter. Jefferson has already cut into it, making this 29-27.
And it's been simple. Getting points in the paint, getting turnovers with this full court press. Unfortunately, you missed some easy buckets there after that one turnover a few possessions ago. Otherwise, this game be tied up. Momentum, though, fickle beast. We'll see if it keeps changing over here for Jefferson or if Hedgesville wakes up and is able to get a big-time shot here and get that spark back.
Berman brings it up. Demarion Ambush in for the first time for Hedgesville. See if he can get a spark. Corbin, 3, too strong. He was quick with that one. They're going to say Jefferson touched it last, though, so the Eagles will keep the ball.
And slightly off balance there on that shot. You can see he was jumping a little bit, and his momentum carried him to the left. The shot missed to the left.
Berman, handoff. 3, can't get the bounce. Got him an open look. Couldn't fall. Drake going to drive quickly. Too strong off the backboard with the layup. Hedgesville gets the board. Berman, left side. Nearly lost it, then Drake stripped it away. No room for error there. Drake, layup, goes into the body. No basket there and no foul. Jefferson initiated the contact. Ambush gets through the pressure. And now the Eagles will be able to set things up. Berman using a screen. He'll kick it out. Major at the top of the key. We're going to get a foul. I believe that's Parrish pushing McCabe Corbin away from the ball.
Yep, happened right in front of the official here, happened right in front of the Hedgesville bench too, so Coach Ruest and Coach Church immediately calls that out as well.
.403 left in the third quarter. Hedgesville inbounds it to Major. He off the glass, gets it to go.
Wow, tough shot. I think even Boone might have got a piece of that. It looks very close. No, he at least got the backboard.
Parrish crossing up, ambush on the drive is going to get fouled. 2 free throws come for him. Ambush is going to get called for that one. Townsend hops up off the bench right after that foul. Parrish will shoot 2. Third quarter brought to you in part by CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships, proud to be the owners who just care more. Parrish can hit the first.
Going to get some subs here. Townsend checking in for Hedgesville, for Jefferson, Machado, and Swanson back in.
Parrish 0 for 2. Hedgesville student section is going to take credit for that one. I don't know if they could hear him or not.
Weekend.
Yeah. And there's another off-ball foul against Parrish, and then McCabe Corbin gets called for a technical for whatever he said in response.
Yep. Don't know what was said. Whatever was said, he's going to take a seat on the bench for a bit as a result.
He's pretty surprised that whatever he said drew a technical, but he doesn't seem to be protesting it too much. Well, now he is a little bit, but.
Yep, Bisson gonna, looks like, check in for him.
First one is good from Machado. Big free throws here. That was a freshman mistake, you could call it. In a close game like this one, Machado goes 1 for 2.
Still see here Coach Church talking with the official after this. It'll be Jefferson ball. We'll see, though, if they still make the substitution. It looks like they will for McCabe Corbin. Church very calm here about this.
We'll resume play. 31-28. Cougars now have the possession. It's Machado, Drake, Murray, Parrish, and Swanson on for the Cougars. Parrish coming off a screen and a handoff. He's fouled, and they're going to say it was continuation. Give him the bucket.
Take it to the hole. That's what they need to do here. Attack, attack, attack if you want to get into this game.
Landing a lot of Hedgesville groans here over that. I think Coach Church also apoplectic about that one. But Jefferson can't hit the free throw to tie it up. He's thrown up fast. Too fast. Hedgesville traveled along the way. The momentum has totally fallen apart for the Eagles in this third quarter.
Only 2 points.
It was that tough layup at the rim by Hayden Major. That was it. 3:10 left in the quarter. Drake gives it up.
That was nearly a walk from Swanson.
Machado on the left wing. He's going to kick it over to Parrish. Parrish, drive and kick. Machado, long three. Shot is too long. Rebounded by Titus Murray, though, keeping the possession with the Cougars. Drake wants to reset the offense.
He had the extra pass for Swanson, didn't give it to him.
jammed his finger, shaking it out along the way. He's going to pull up from 3, too strong. Tipped out to Beeson for the defensive rebound. And Machado, defense the whole way against Berman.
That's a foul.
No call either way. Trying to throw it inside. Berman slips through his hands. That's a turnover.
I mean, that is horrible. And Coach Church is going to need to be very careful here that he doesn't lose his cool. I mean, Machado bulldozed his way through that screen. And it looks like Church just got teed up. No, he just caught a timeout. Okay.
And Van Meter can't believe that a timeout was called. I think the official made a mistake there because Jefferson had the possession walking the ball up the floor. And Van Meter was about to explode for them being granted that timeout. I can't blame him.
I mean, I'm still dumbfounded that nothing was called there on Machado. You can't run through a screen like that. That is not a basketball play.
I guess Coach Church has gotten his timeout. We'll keep it here as we try to wade through the confusion. Hedgesville breaks. And Van Meter will get a quick chat with his team before they head back out. Been a heck of a third quarter here from Hedgesville. Jefferson within 1 point after trailing 29-20 at the half. (10-2) has been the score since coming out of the locker room. Here's Machado getting the ball around the top of the key. Drives, kicks, defender falls down, and gives Parrish a three, no good. Berman, the pressure comes immediately off the miss. Major chucks it up for Boyd. His height is the only reason he got that one, but then it's stolen by Parrish. And he's going to almost slam it down. That's a layup. Either way, Jefferson has the lead. Nine-point halftime deficit is erased. And Jefferson's going to get called for a foul there.
And Hedgesville's going to call a timeout.
Okay.
I think it's both. We'll see.
Well, let's take a 30-second break with them. See if cooler heads prevail in the end in this one. West Virginia High School boys basketball on TV 10.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
(32-30), Jefferson has stormed back to take the lead here in the third quarter from Hedgesville. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you on the call. Kyler High back at the studio, Tyler Strine and Ethan Elliott behind the TV 10 cameras tonight. Hedgesville has gone cold.
Yeah, still only 2 points this quarter. I mean, defensively, you take holding a team to 12 in a quarter, but not when you've only scored 2.
Jefferson's used a little bit of a different lineup here. We didn't see Takeem Drake in the first half at all. He's played most of this third quarter and has been able to penetrate into the lane a little better than a lot of the other players for Jefferson have. It's gotten them a little bit going with Caden Parrish with 6 points since halftime has been the beneficiary mostly. Hedgesville breaks the press. Boyd is all the way to the rim and he tries to put up a shot. He's fouled after the shot fake. 2 free throws coming for him.
Yeah, Drake way too early jumping up to try to get that block, and you could see him immediately land on the body there of Boyd. Fortunately, Boyd okay there. That could have been a very dangerous play, and you can see Drake might be a little banged up. Is looking that right arm. He's not moving it really.
He's not.
Keep an eye on that.
Boyd makes the first free throw, ties us back up. And Boyd misses, so it stays 32 all. Machado pulls up quickly from three. Can't hit, but Drake's there for the board. Cougars with a second chance opportunity. Machado off a screen. He'll swing it over. Drake spins, kicks to Swanson. Swanson drives the baseline. He'll kick it to the other corner. Machado has no room. He'll try to create some. Hop step, toss, floater from Murray, no good. Murray on his own board, though, and puts it back in.
Get a time here as the ball was tipped back. No delay a game, but they'll stop the clock here with 25.3 in the third.
Jefferson leads again, 34-32. 25 seconds left in the quarter. Hedgesville crosses the timeline. 15 seconds left to go. Boyd tries to get it. Parrish steals another pass. 10 seconds. He's going fast. Gives it to Swanson. Kick. Drake for three in the corner. Too strong. Parrish with the board, though. Machado needs to put it up. At the buzzer, he knocks it down. Jefferson wins the third quarter 17-3, and they lead by 5. Take a 1-minute break, come back with the fourth quarter. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on TV 10.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
8 minutes to go from Hedgesville. 37-32. Jefferson comes back after halftime to take the lead.
Momentum has shifted. We'll see how it stays here in this fourth.
Jefferson with the lead has the ball to start things out. Drake has it in the mid-range on the baseline. He'll have to kick it back out. Thought about shooting. Murray going to try to drive. He got hooked, puts up a shot, and is good. (39-32). Jefferson leads. Here's the pressure. Major lost the ball. Jump ball is called.
Looks like possession arrow Hedgesville.
Yes, it is.
Now this full court press is giving Hedgesville fits now all of a sudden here in the second half. Can't dribble through it. You got to be able to pass through it.
McCabe Corbin had 15 points for Hedgesville in the first half. And we get an offensive foul called on Jude Berman away from the ball. Things falling apart for Hedgesville. What I was going to mention, Colin, was 15 points for McCabe Corbin in the first half. Third quarter, he didn't get much. but then we haven't even seen him on the floor since his technical foul. Jefferson with the 7-point lead. And Team Drake is going to hold the ball until someone comes out to guard him. Major does. Throw it around to Machado. No shot clock in the state of West Virginia. Jefferson's taking advantage. Titus Murray throws it to Machado. He's going to try to drive from the left wing. Going to kick it out. Nothing doing. Jefferson will reset. Team Drake has it now. Nothing doing. They'll throw it back around. Caden Parrish looking to drive. Gives it up to Machado. Machado back out to Drake.
I mean, it's good defense,
but it's wasting time.
That it is. Pretty much a minute here wasted so far.
Machado tries to drive against Major. He gets into the paint, loses it. They're going to say he lost it because of a foul.
And Townshend got whacked in the eye in the process as well, and he's going to be the one called for a foul. As you saw there, whenever Machado was going up, it looked like he was losing the ball. Looked like also because of the foul, as Townshend had the arm, his left arm of Machado, but unlucky when you're also getting poked and getting called with that foul.
Free throws, very important for Jefferson down the stretch. Machado goes 2 for 2 on this trip. They'll continue the full court press. Bisson has it across the timeline. Boyd again has to go up top to get that pass and barely brings it down through the contact. Carter Boyd on the outside. Hayden Major, dribble handoff, going to take it, pushes, gets the foul and the bucket. Perhaps a little bit of a push off there. He gets the call.
Yeah, Drake, I don't know what else he could really do there. I mean, he was straight up. Contact was hit, which is what kind of got him to go back. Kind of feel like that should have been a play-on situation.
Major finishes the three-point play with the free throw. Official stoppage for Carter Boyd. They're saying, or I should say that Boyd is saying that he got elbowed in the ribs.
Yep, just saw it. I mean, that is clear as day. Can't miss that. That is not a basketball play. That is unacceptable.
Who was that he was matched up there? Down
trying to see. That is Drake. Yep, as soon as the free throw came in, you see, boom, elbow right in the gut of Boyd. That is dirty.
Got away with it. 41-35. And Coach Van Meter wants a timeout. 5:23 left to go from Hedgesville. The Cougars lead the Eagles by 6. We'll take a 30-second break. Come back with more West Virginia High School boys basketball on TV 10.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
Fourth quarter on TV 10 is brought to you in part by Rock's Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly Rock's. 6-point lead for the Jefferson Cougars here in the waning minutes of this one. 41-35 over Hedgesville. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you on the call. Kyler High back at the studio. Ethan Elliott and Tyler Strine behind the TV10 cameras. 5:23 is all we have left. And just from the moves being made so far in the second half, I don't think we're going to see McCabe Corbin again. Camden Pence has checked in off the bench for Hedgesville.
Yeah, he's still seated towards the front of the bench, but that's where he's pretty much been since that technical.
He got pulled right after that. We've yet to see Pence today. That's my signal that we might not see Corbin again. Jefferson holds the possession again. Machado gets doubled, gets out of it. Swanson kicks it across the court to Parrish. And again, the Cougars just want to drain the clock.
Yep. So far, they're pretty efficient in that.
Hedgesville's not really letting them. They're bringing the trap out. And they get the steal. Murray lets go of it. Berman keeping the handle through the spin somehow. Drive by Pence. He's got to pick up his dribble. Gets rid of it. 4.5 minutes left. Hedgesville has to reset the offense. Major came close to a travel. Got that pivot foot somehow. Townshend steps through and gets the layup. Timeout called by Coach Church. 41-37.
And if Kyler's right back in the studio, that's the last timeout for Hedgesville.
They've taken a lot of them. Let's keep it here through this timeout. Jefferson able to get to the rim some in this quarter, or this half, and, well, make me eat my words, as I said earlier about McCabe Corbin. They've drawn it within 4. He just went to the scores table to check back in.
Yeah, you need him out there. I mean, he's the best player on this team.
I wouldn't have been surprised if Coach Church had a conversation with the official about how the technical was picked up and decided Corbin needed a benching for the rest of the game, but you did do it for about a quarter, so
let him cool down.
Say if you're Coach Church, maybe he got the message. So Corbin will check back in as we have about 4 minutes left in a 4-point game.
But I mean,
go ahead.
Both teams are in desperation mode for a win. We know seeding comes out here sometime this week. Don't know if the votes are already submitted or not. If they're not, this is your last chance for better seeding. And these two teams, yes, they're at the bottom of the 10 probably, excuse me. They're still probably fighting with one another, though, for maybe a 7 spot or an 8 spot.
We resume play. Jefferson inbounds with 4:15 to go. It's Corbin, Pence, Boyd, Townshend, and Berman for the Eagles. Jefferson's got Parrish, Drake, Machado, Murray, and Swanson. The press comes out to almost half court for the Eagles. Toss inside to Murray. He gets it to go. What a pass by Takeem Drake. Murray's got 9 points in just the second half. And Jefferson leads by 6. Open for 3. Pence in the corner. Short.
Yeah, that's why he's out there, but unfortunately he couldn't deliver.
Drake threw it to Murray in the corner, but it was low and to his right. He couldn't handle it.
I couldn't tell if it might have got deflected on his way to him and then it slipped through his hand. I need to watch that again.
Possible.
To see, because it looked like from my angle that there might have been some change to that movement.
Drake steals the inbounds and gets a layup. What a play by Takeem Drake for his first points. It gives Jefferson an 8-point lead with 3:20 left. Here's quickly up the floor. Townshend nearly completing the 3-point play, but getting fouled on the layup.
Got to make these. And clock stop. Got to knock these down. Get it back to a 2-possession game. This is getting intense here between these two.
Townsend makes the first. The entire Eagles team has had a quiet second half. Townsend's came after a nice first half of 9 points. He makes both free throws here, though. Eagles trail by 6. They'll have to try to force the turnover. Jefferson looks like they'll continue to try to chew clock. Tipped by Pence. Rolling around. Drake had it. Gets it back to Parrish. Now Drake driving. Kicking to Swanson. Over to Machado. Dump to Murray for 2 more. Titus Murray leading the way for the Cougars and putting them back up by 8.
Jefferson's finally woke up to get some points in the paint here this second half. And as you said, no shot clock here in the state of West Virginia. That forces the zone defense or Hedgesville to have to go out.
3 by Berman. Can't hit it. Machado with the board for Jefferson. The trap will come and the foul will come. And McCorbin will get that one.
Yeah, we'll see if
it is Corbin.
Hedgesville does start playing the foul game and when. You got 2:16 left here in the fourth. At only your third team foul.
Yep.
So 2 more from the bonus.
Boyd's going to check out. Major is going to check in. Jefferson gets it in. No immediate foul from the Eagles with 2:10 left. The trap is coming along the way. Machado is open and gets the layup.
And Drake just got attacked as after that possession, he was talking smack over here to Hayden Major. And referees say that ain't going to happen on their watch.
We've got at least one official from last night who, I shouldn't say who, as if it was the same official that gave a technical foul to Xavier Anderson in the first minute of the game as Corbin misses the first free throw. But it is at least one crew member coming over from last night. Don't quote me on it, but I do believe that is the one that teed up Xavier last night.
I don't remember. I'd have to go back and watch.
2:04 left here. It's 49-40. Jefferson leads. A very different picture than at halftime when it was 29-20. Hedgesville leading. Berman will get it in. We're now under 2 minutes to go. 3 team fouls on each side. Boyd, handoff to Corbin. Boyd falls down through the contact. Townsend trying to drive, up and under layup, no good, but they're going to say he was fouled.
Late whistle, but right call. By the way, we have a commenter here saying that you are correct. That is the same official that gave the technical to Xavier Anderson. And it was the same reason. Talking smack. Free throw good, by the way.
First free throw is good from Townsend. .146 left to go here from Hedgesville. Eagles in a tough spot. Second free throw rolls in. They trail by 7.
Substitution here, maybe defensive lineup now. Ambush coming in.
Swanson wanted to get a hit deep there, but Parrish gets it, runs it into the half court. Minute 40 left. Eagles trying to trap. Machado gets through it, but throws the ball out of bounds trying to get to Murray.
Now you'll see Boyd immediately check back in here at the dead ball. And Bisson as well. I think we're going to get a timeout, Jefferson.
Let's take a 30-second break with a 30-second timeout. Come back with more West Virginia High School boys basketball on TV 10.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Fourth quarter on TV 10, brought to you in part by Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to skinnerwins.com. Colin, we were talking about before the break. We thought we had an official from last night on this game here tonight, and it was the same one that gave Xavier Anderson a technical last night, and we got some pretty good confirmation on that in the comment section.
Yeah, Xavier Anderson tuning in as Spring Mills takes on Hedgesville tomorrow, so watching here, shout out them, and yeah, he said he is the one.
He said, yep, that's him.
Guilty as charged.
Minute and a half left. The Eagles need to find some offense quick. Townsend comes up against the ball, uses the screen from Boyd. Pull up three is short. Tipped around. Boyd comes down with the board, falls to the floor. They're going to say it was contact that got him there. And that's the fifth team foul of the quarter on the Cougars.
Yeah, so if I'm Jefferson, or excuse me, if I'm Hedgesville here the rest of the way, attack the basket. Draw fouls, stop the clock, and hope you can chip away by making stops and making free throws.
Boyd can't hit the first. Ambush will jump up off the bench and check in for Pence. He had to get the confirmation from Coach Church to figure out exactly who he was going in for as well. Hedgesville still trails by 7. Second free throw falls. 49-43, 1:10 to go. Boyd will sit down with a defensive substitution again. Swanson, they'll hit him on the deep ball this time. This ends in a foul. Townsend fouls Swanson on the layup.
Yep, we saw that they thought about that last possession. This time, great pass to Swanson. Great hands, too. Maybe we'll see that on the football field next fall.
I don't think Boone was ready for it last time. This time he saw it coming. First one of two from Swanson is good. You get Major and Ambush off. Boyd and Pence back in. Second free throw from Braden Swanson is good. 51-43. Minute 5 left to go. Hedgesville still having to put up with the full court trap. Boyd crosses the timeline. He'll give it up to Berman. Berman tried to kick it. It was deflected by Swanson. Both guys had their hands on it, but they'll say it was Hedgesville that did last.
What a turnaround here in this second half for Jefferson.
14 second half points for the Eagles so far. Parrish can't handle the pass. It was too far. Major had it poked away from behind, though.
Yeah, great job by Swanson to trail and get that.
Parrish wide open up the floor, gives it up to Murray. Layup is good.
That's probably the final nail in the coffin.
16 points today for Titus Murray, 13 since we came out of the locker room. And Hedgesville throws the ball away. 30 seconds left. Coach Van Meter wanted one last timeout, it looks like. We'll take the 30-second break with him as Jefferson is about to clinch up this win. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on TV 10.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
We're 30.1 seconds away from Jefferson completing the season series sweep against Hedgesville. Dylan Bishop, Colin McLaughlin with you on the call. Kyler High back at the studio. Ethan Elliott, Tyler Strine behind the cameras on the TV 10 side. We'll have to hope that the Hedgesville contingent of the crew is not too upset with this one today. And Kyler and Ethan, both members of the Athletics here.
Backcourt violation.
Yeah. Drake caught the ball in the front court.
Nope, and went straight to the backcourt. It's a quick turnover, and we'll see if you get any quick points or not for Hedgesville. This, though, feels like it's pretty much out of reach.
Hedgesville needs a miracle. Corbin throws one up and hits it. McCabe Corbin's first field goal of the second half, but Swanson was left wide open on the other side, and he throws it down.
And we get a tech. Somebody said something after the dunk. Looks like Titus Murray. But what a dunk there. That fires up the Jefferson crew here. An exclamation point on the night for the Cougars.
12.8 seconds left. This is just about out of hand.
This ref does not like smack talk.
Nope. Corbin will hit the first free throw. That's going to give him 20 points on the night. He'll hit the second one as well. So give him 21 in what will probably be a losing effort. 7-point game with 12.8 to go.
We get another home run shot here. Oh, wait, never mind. Had a brain fart. Forgot Hedgesville gets possession after the tech.
They could go for it. I don't know if they'll work out for him.
Alley-oop.
It's inbound to the Corbin. Throw it to the right corner. Townshend three. It's off to the left side and rebounded eventually by Boone. Chuck it out to Machado. 2 seconds left. One. Buzzer sounds. And Jefferson ends the losing streak. Hedgesville is the one that has to keep theirs going. 55-48. Cougars beat the Eagles. 2-0 against Hedgesville on the season. We'll take a 2-minute break. Come back with the postgame show. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on TV 10.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
After a car accident, call the local law firm that can give you the help you need right now.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti, the one with 115 years of combined experience fighting for West Virginia accident victims. Get more with Manchin Ferretti,
the one that takes on the big insurance companies.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti. We're Manchin Ferretti.
After a car accident, we'll fight for every dollar you deserve. And if there's no recovery, there's no fee. So call right now.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors. And good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
Postgame show on TV 10 brought to you by the Palace Lounge, located on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg, offering a full lunch and dinner menu along with daily specials in a clean and comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. 55-48, Jefferson comes back from a 9-point deficit, 29-20, at halftime to get the win over Hedgesville. Sounds pretty similar to what we heard about the first game against Jefferson and Hedgesville. If we weren't at live in person, but both coaches talked about it. Hedgesville led by 14 in the second half in that one, and it came down to the wire. This time, Hedgesville led by 12 in the second quarter, 9 at halftime, but then Jefferson completely choked the air out of them.
Yeah, great second half performance by Jefferson. Didn't give up, even though, as you mentioned, trailed by a dozen early. Finally, we're able to get points in the paint, and finally that full court press just became too much for Hedgesville to handle. And the Cougars, in comeback fashion, got the win. Ended the 8-game losing streak. So we'll see if that is the spark that Jefferson needs here to make a push, possibly, in the postseason.
For our postgame stats, brought to you by the personal injury attorneys Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit burkeandschultz.com. We play hardball. On the Hedgesville side of things, it's 21 points for McCabe Corbin, 15 for Brennan Townsend, 5 points for Hayden Major, 3 for Aiden Beeson, and 4 for Carter Boyd. On the Jefferson side, 16 points from Titus Murray, 10 from Leslie El Machado, 8 from Braden Swanson, get 6 from Caden Parrish, 11 from Camden Boone, and throw in 3 from Dean and 2 from Drake. So, Titus Murray, Colin, as we would look for the WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Center's player of the game, and get healthcare here and everywhere.
That's who I was going to give it to. Leading scorer, of course, especially down low, just became a force that Hedgesville couldn't handle on both sides of the ball. Getting rebounds, getting points in the paint. Big win here for Jefferson because of that.
There you go. That'll just about wrap things up here from Hedgesville High School. This will be our last game until Saturday afternoon. Martinsburg takes on Woodrow Wilson. Home game for them. For Kyler High back at the studio. And Ethan Elliott and Tyler Strine behind the TV 10 cameras. Colin McLaughlin next to me. I'm Dylan Bishop. Saying so long from Hedgesville. 55-48. Jefferson gets the win over Hedgesville. And I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday night. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on TV 10.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
W. Harley Miller Systems, Smallwood and Small Insurance Agency, Powered Beck and Matzaref Law Offices, Senate Finance Chairman Jason Barrett, Hagerstown Ford, Fort Evans Archery, Rocks Local Markets, the Brown Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, personal injury attorneys, Cody's Auto Body, the Palace Lounge, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, the Berkeley County Health Department, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, Ameriprise Financial and the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, CMA Honda of Winchester, CMA Chevy and Toyota of Martinsburg, CMA Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg, Dignity Memorial Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery of Martinsburg, Floor Pools of Martinsburg, Hagerstown, and Chambersburg, Inferno Brewery and Andy's Pizza.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.